and set the Israelites apart from the surrounding polytheistic, many gods religions in the region. This fundamental tenet was also incorporated into Christianity from its earlier stages. This monotheistic view meant that one God was responsible for the creation of the cosmos and maintaining its order rather than many gods battling one another. The God of Jews and Christians was not viewed as the strongest among many, but the only real God. With this knowledge, the Corinthian Christian could eat the idol meat with a clear conscience because the idol was not real. This statement acknowledges the circumstances of the pluralistic culture of Corinthian church found itself in. The great Pantheon consisted of many gods, that's rare, of many gods and demigods who were believed to exert control over the heavens and human affairs. Even amongst the nobility who ruled earthly affairs, there were some who claimed divinity. This knowledge of God the Father and Jesus Christ the Lord was not fully known or understood equally by all Christians. Those who had been accustomed to eating food offered to idols because they had formerly worshipped those idol gods, sometimes found it difficult to rethink that experience. They may have heard the words, but the words did not sink deep into their consciousness to transform their understanding. Therefore, in their consciousnesses, they felt defiled because they had conflicted thoughts while eating or seeing other Christians eat such meat.
Just think about it, the sacrifices that were done, they felt that it was, like say, it was a sacrifice offered for their sins. So then now you're eating the thing that I offered up for my sin. So, you know, some people just really couldn't get over that whole thing.
The weak are those who do not know, and the counterpart to those who know the teaching. Paul did not condemn them for being weak at all. Those with understanding knew that the Christian world would not be affected for better or worse by eating idol meat, because the idol had no real existence. So the Christians had the liberty to choose for themselves whether to eat. Continuing.
Community, light on the word, do you guys have that?
No. That's what we don't have any light on.
Let me
No light. You light.
Sorry, all right. Okay, so how many community members hold each other accountable in using knowledge to build others? So we can, 1, share strengths, 2, connect in love. So it's building up others, okay? So how can we, it says, how can community members, that's us, hold each other up, hold each other accountable in using knowledge to build up others, okay? So how do we use the knowledge to build up others? So number 1 is we share strengths. So, you know, like if I know that, you know, like she shared a weakness, but if I know that, you know, Toya has, you know, all the kids gravitate to Toya, you know, so I know she has a strength in it. So I'm not to overtax her, but I might ask, you know, Toya, when you know, if you see Felicia, you know, you can look and see, you know, maybe you can offer to take her son for a minute, so, you know, to give her a little TO, you know, so that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, I'm just using you because I know kids gravitate towards you.
I told him I always have Adam's problem. He said he couldn't do my son because I'm a Taurus. He's a Pisces.
No, we're not going on that. So, but what I'm saying is that if you know that, like, I know you have a strength, I can say, instead of saying, Toy, you just think you're all that because all the kids are always hanging around with you. That's not building up anybody. But I can say, you know, Toya, you really have a way with kids. You know, like, is there a way that you can help out, offer some advice to, you know, some mothers that might be struggling, you know, with their kids? They're frustrated and they don't know what to do. Okay, so that is building up because I'm building on her strength. And you know what? Now Toya feels important. You know, and I mean, like, hopefully she doesn't get the puffed head important, but she feels like she's not, I am the only one that can handle these kids. No, it just means that she feels like, oh, there's a place for me here. There's a place. So we're talking about a community, and when part of a community, there's different people, but we all have an important part. Okay, so, you know, like we can share our strengths. The other ones, we can connect in love. Okay, the next one is we can respect others' weaknesses. So respectfully, like if anyone here shared weaknesses, we're not gonna go, and I'm not gonna go and share it with other people, and start gossip, or, I'm not gonna hold it against them, because, some people uses weakness, like if I know that, a weakness of mine might be that, I'm married and my weakness is I'm always asking my mom, do you think it's okay? Right? So if that's my weakness, then, Lori shouldn't be able to use that against me. Like, you're just gonna ask your mother anyway, because that's all you do. So we shouldn't use things that are people's weakness to hurt them and to attack them, because it goes back to the other one. It's not the love of God. Consider others first, and that's something that Felicia said. We ought to consider other people first, okay? And I'm not saying to the point where you lose yourself, but we really need to consider other people first, okay? We really need to do that, especially in our St. John's Church community. Like we're not. It's not just family. It's not just family, and even with family, you still have to, have communication with family. But there's other people, and when I say family, it could be the people that grew up in St. John's. Okay, I'm not a part of that. Okay, it could be name. I'm not a part of that. Okay, so there's different types of communities within our church, but we have to make sure that our community, that we are showing the love of God. And then the last one is making sure that we turn others to Christ. Okay, making sure we turn others to Christ. Okay, so having said, is there any thoughts, any comments, anything that wasn't already said that you would like to say something about?
God is love.
He is love. Okay, so now I have to give you information. He said we had till 20 hours.
It is.
Oh, it is. No, it's 50. He said 9 o'clock is when we do it. Okay, I got you. He said 50, but okay, we'll do. We are following leadership. So can I just go over? Hold on, listen. Let me go over something real quick. If you have offering, please put it in our thing. There is a Elder Mack, as you heard him say. Those of you that were here, let me keep your attention. I almost feel like one of my kids.
My turn.
We have to. There is an assessment that they would like us to have offered. There's a goal. If our class reaches a goal, we get a prize.